What is the circle of fifths and how is it made?
I'll show you.
So the circle of fifths is a circle of major chords that goes by the fifth interval of each triad. If you don't know what a triad is, I have a video about it. It's the first video I made. I explain it thoroughly. So the triad for C major is C, E, and G. So we're going to go with the fifth interval, which is G. And we're going to come up with G. So it's going to go C and then G. The interval for G major is G, B, and D. So we're going to go with the fifth interval of G major, which is D, and we're going to come up with D. Then we're going to go with the major triad for D major, which is D, F sharp, and A. A is the fifth interval, so A is going to be the next chord in our circle. Then the triad for A major is A, C sharp, and E. So we go with the fifth interval, which is E, and we come up with E, E major. So far we have C, G, D, A, and E. Starting with E major now, the triad for E major is E, G sharp, and B. So we're going to go with the fifth interval, which is B, and we're going to come up with B. Now we switch to sharps because that is where this naturally goes. It's going to go B, D sharp, and F sharp for B major, where the fifth interval is F sharp, so F sharp is going to be the next one. Then we have F sharp major, we have F sharp, B flat, and C sharp. C sharp's the fifth interval, so C sharp's going to be our next chord. Then we have C sharp, F, and G sharp, and the fifth interval is G sharp, so G sharp's going to be our next chord. Then you have G sharp, C, and D sharp, which is the triad for G sharp major, and the fifth interval is going to be D sharp, so D sharp's going to be the next one. And then you have D sharp, G, and B flat, which is D sharp major triad. B flat's the fifth, so B flat's going to be next. And then you have B flat, D, and F, with F being the fifth interval, and it's going to be F major. Then you have F, A, and C, which is the triad for F major. C's the fifth, so it starts all over again there, and we've covered everything from A to G sharp. And if you look, there's 12 notes, and there's basically 12 notes in music. So the way you really use this is you can figure out what chords they use in a song. Say D, A, and G, for example. And you're going to know that it's A, D, and G when you look at the circle of fifths because they're grouped together. And chords that are grouped further together actually sound better together than chords that sound further apart from each other. Like if you go from like a G major to a G sharp, it's just kind of more chromatic than anything, and it doesn't really pop and it doesn't really sound like it actually belongs there. Another thing you can do is use it as a guide to where, like, if you're playing A and D, A, D, A, D, A, D, A, D, and then the song goes C, G, D, A, C, G. So it kind of follows the circle around as it goes. C, G, D, A. Another thing you can do is change the key of a song. Say you're playing E, A, and D. You already know that it's E, A, and D, and by looking at the circle of fifths, you can figure out where E, A, and D is. But you can move everything up one and play A, D, and G. And then if you wanted to, and you wanted to play the song in D instead of E, you'll know how to do that because you're moving everything up from E or A and just moving it to D. I'm playing D, G, and C. So you have changing the key of a song very easily just by marking out where all of the notes are in a song. And you can go to my website in the description. You can print all of these slides. And if you ever wanted to play a complicated song in a different key, all you'd have to do is find out where they are. Say like G, D, and A. And if you wanted to play it in F, you just go, okay, so it's F, C, and G. And the thing about it is when you do this, if it's a minor chord, which we'll cover in the next video, it's still going to be a minor chord when you retranscribe it. C sharp minor. And in your transcription, that C sharp minor becomes an A. It's going to be A minor. And that's a really cool way you can use the circle of fifths by figuring out what chords go together, what chords sound good, what chords don't sound good, retranscribing the key of a song. But the other thing is, it's not just the circle of fifths. It's the circle of first intervals and the circle of third intervals too. Because if you look, it follows the same pattern in the root position as well as it does in the third interval position. So really, it's not just the circle of fifths. The circle of fifths is how you build it, but it's really just kind of the circle of all three. And that's how you'll know that it's correct and it flows together well and it belongs there. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video to support the channel. And in the description, you can check out the book, download the first chapter for free, download all of my slides that I've ever used for any video, and watch all of my YouTube videos in one place.